Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Kareem, the T-shirt professor, coming at you with another video. Riding with the professor style, baby. Um, I'm just out and about driving. I'm about to make a quick store run real quick, before the stores close down around here. Because, we still on that COVID stuff. So, Walmart's not open 24 hours. Them bad boys close, uh, you know, at 8:30. So, you got to get in, what you can. But anyway, I just wanted to come at you guys, kind of, just a little brief discussion. As you guys know, when I initially started my whole T-shirt printing, I initially, like I said, started off with plastisol transfers. Then I moved to, or added rather, I added vinyl, so that I can do, custom one-off, text-based shirts and things like that. Then I recently got into sublimation, which is the third printing method that I added, sublimation. Which, I made some decent money off of the first two. Sublimation is coming around as far as, picking up steam, getting customers and stuff to buy some of my sublimation products as well. So my question is, any of you guys out there, like, have you used sublimation yet? Like, have you done any sublimation yet? Like, any guys out there listening, watching, anybody who have subscribed to my channel, have you guys started using sublimation yet? And if so, how do you like it? How often are you using it? Or is that your only source of printing? Or are you using that in conjunction with plastisol transfers, regular screen printing, or vinyl? Are you implementing that sublimation method with any of those other print types? And I'm just wondering, see, because as I say about everything else, sublimation, it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. Obviously you can bank on the fact that with sublimation you can go heavy into color designs and different things like that, which you're really limited to your, as far from a technical standpoint, you're really just limited to your imagination and what you, depending on what kind of design software you have. But you can literally do anything that your heart desires, that you can put onto a white background. Now I say a white background because I'm talking about the shirt. Typically, obviously, like you guys know who do sublimation out there, or if you don't know, sublimation is more so recommended to be done on a white shirt that is 100% polyester. If it can't be 100% polyester, at the very minimum you want at least a 50-50 blend. Now I've been fortunate enough to be able to find polyester mixed shirts with cotton that are that's predominantly polyester, like 65 35 ratio between cotton and polyester, so, or polyester to cotton, excuse me. So I've been fortunate to come across some of those, and so, and those work pretty good. But as far as the ability to do sublimation, and as far as what you're, like I said, you're just limited to your imagination, because you can literally, if you're good with Photoshop or you're good with any kind of design software. I use Photoshop. That's my standard, Photoshop. And it's been good to me, man, in terms of the sublimation game because there's so much you can do. It's so much that you can do that you cannot do with um, the other print methods, especially when you're in a pinch. Like you can't uh, and you can't be in a pinch and think that you're going to do a plastisol transfer, especially if it's a one-off. But you can't be in a pinch and think that you're going to just be able to produce a plastisol transfer or a vinyl, and you got somebody who's wanting to come at you with a lot of um, color heavy designs and stuff like that, and thinking you're just going to be able to crank that thing out, and they might need it 2 days later. No, you're not going to be able to do a plastisol transfer. Because they're probably only going to want 1 or 2 shirts, which for the most part, plastisol transfers, you're going to have a minimum, like 12 or something like that. And if it's real design heavy or real color heavy, you're not going to want to try to do a layered vinyl, because that's you at that point you're probably going to be losing money, this, that, and the third, unless you really tax the person. But even then, there's a lot of limitations. Either you're going to be using a hell of a lot of vinyl, or you just whatever. You're just going to have to suck it up and outsource it. But if you are able to add sublimation into your skill set, I would recommend doing so for those situations where you got somebody who is looking for an all color design, and they don't mind that the shirt that you put the design on, they don't mind it being white, and that kind of thing. Um, like I said, sublimation is very, very lucrative, and it can definitely, like I said, it never hurts to add to your skill set. It never hurts to just increase, because all you're really doing is just increasing your value in the marketplace whenever you add sublimation to your to your repertoire. Okay, so if you hadn't done so yet, I would advise keep doing research. Like I said, I will put videos up for sublimation on my YouTube channel, as far as how to do some things, like all the things that I've done with it so far, from design concept to the print part of it. I actually got some shirts to work on that I gotta mail off next week. So I'll be busy over the weekend doing that, and it's gonna be sublimation work. And so, like I said, is I'm just interested in knowing, like, for you guys who are doing sublimation out there, what do you like about it? Like, what do you see the advantages to having sublimation or using sublimation? And what are some snags or some snafus that you ran into, like some pitfalls that you ran into? And how did you overcome those? You know what I'm saying? Because so far I haven't run into any kind of problems with sublimation that I've done, and cross my fingers or whatever. Like I said, I've done so far. I've made obviously I've made shirts. I've made masks. Made some socks. Made some arm sleeves and bandanas and things like that. So I mean I've done my share of things so far, and I haven't really run into any any technical issues or whatever. But I'm just wondering, you guys out there, just hit me up, man. Just comment, what do you do as far as your print methods? Do you use sublimation? Have you thought about doing it? If not, like, what's stopping you from getting into it? Would you want to learn more about getting into the sublimation game and increasing your profit potential, things like that? So just let me know, man. Hit me up in the comments. I'm really curious and eager to know about from other T-shirt makers out there, other garment makers, apparel, things like that. I'm just curious, man. Who else is in this space of sublimation? Because it's a lot of things that you can, a lot of different avenues I plan on exploring that I haven't even touched yet. So yeah, just hit me up in the comments. Just let me know, because I really am interested in you guys' perspective on sublimation and all that. So just hit me up, like, subscribe, comment, please, and share. Um, there's other people who can benefit from this. Spreading the information. So share and share alike. But anyway, guys, that's my video for today. I'm at the store in the parking lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and get what I need to grab. And other than that, man, you guys have a good day, and be safe out there. Have a good weekend, and as usual, happy T-shirt printing, guys. Peace.